So guys, now I'm planning to take a video while I'm driving on the I-45 here in Spring, Texas, which is basically the northern part of the Houston area. So for those that are, international nurses, whatever part or state you will be assigned, whenever you see those road sign or road name that starts with I and followed by a certain number, it basically means they're interstate, meaning they are like busier, wider, bigger road because they connect one state towards the other. So those are the roads that you will be able to use in order to reach different places or states here in the US. Although you can still use them locally, you just have to exit whenever you have to, but you expect that the speed is faster. But right now it's 5:11 in the afternoon. This is considered a rush hour because most like people who work during the Monday to Friday office hours job, they usually go home at this time, and also the students. So I mean, a lot of people like are scared whenever they're driving during like heavy traffic. Actually, I prefer this better than a speedy type of flow. So I'm just going to show you or showcase how I-45 looks like during this time of the day. Of course, when I was new in America, although I've been driving back home, but I came from like a province in the Philippines, so traffic and driving is not this. So even me, it took a while before I adjusted. But my advice is that you should really develop driving skills here in America. Well, if you're single, you don't have a choice. But even if whether you're single or you have family, I think that's the only way you'll be able to enjoy and explore the United States of America, because there's a lot of places that you can travel by land especially, and a lot of people during like long weekends or during holidays, they usually do long drive. So right now we are still on a service road. When we say service road, it's just basically the road outside the interstate. And then on the left side, that's basically the interstate. So if you're going to look at it, you might think that there's no like difference, but the interstate, of course, there are no stop signs. There are exits, but there will be no stoplights. And technically, if there's not a lot of cars or not heavy traffic, there's no accident, flow should be really faster than any other roads. But right now it's becoming kind of moderate to heavy traffic flow. I won't take too long because it might be very boring, but let's see. So those people who will be assigned here in Texas, I always, whenever somebody message me what's the best car to take or to buy, I always advise an SUV because I feel it's safer. Or at least if you're like not a like if you're a new driver, at least you have more view of what is ahead of you. A lot of people here in Texas, as you can see, are fascinated with those pickup trucks because Texas is, if I'm not mistaken, the second biggest state here in America. second to Alaska, but it's the most there are like more people living here. So right now I'm running like 65 miles per hour. I actually went to like the Asian store. I have a video similar, or like when what's inside of that Asian store. But right now I'm just basically taking a clip or a video of my drive from that Asian store to the place where I'm staying. I'm not sure if it would show on the camera, but on the left side, that's actually the hospital where I'm currently doing travel nursing. It's Memorial Hermann the Woodlands. And on the right side, there are like congestion of cars. There's like a lot of police cars. Oh, there is an accident. Oh, they're like babies. Oh my goodness. So I'm counting, I think there are like 5 lanes on this road, or on this interstate. There's a congestion on this lane because there are like cars that are getting in the I-45. It's like a choke point of this area. I could have used the other lanes, but I'm usually like more comfortable being on the right side, so that it's easier for me to exit. That's the good thing about being on this side. Maybe I'll try to go to the other side later once it's cleared. There are cars that actually have like sensors like on the side, so they will alert you if there are like cars on your side, especially on your blind spot. But those can be, you know, slightly pricey. I have like the traditional one, or the very basic Toyota RAV4. But for the last like almost 5 years that I've been here in the United States, so far it never gave me a problem. So there you go, guys. It's just basically that's like sort of how it feels or how it looks like to be driving on the interstate. You expect to have more like leniency or more chill if it's a Sunday or if it's a holiday, or depending the time of the day. It can be more stressful if, you know, if there's an accident, if it's nighttime, if it's rush hour. But one thing is for sure, whenever you work as a bedside nurse or a 12-hour shift nurse, we usually go to work earlier than most of the people. Like most of the shift here starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. So usually you are heading the road by 6 o'clock to 6:30. So it never became a problem. Same thing when you go home. You usually go home usually later than most of the people. So you will only have to struggle with this on your day off if you have to go somewhere. But you know, like going in and out or to and from work, it's actually not that bad. Okay, I'll be focusing on my driving. Bye.